So, welcome to the iStack Training webinar, where we are talking about how to make POPs pay in 2017. Now, if you're probably familiar with iStack Training because you're probably all on our mailing list, but we are the training arm of STM Forum and Affiliate World Conferences. And we create products like the 6-week Affiliate Mastery Challenge, which is a 6-week online course that trains people in the basics of affiliate marketing. We also run Facebook marketing courses. We also run live events, as you may have seen in the intro there. And we've got lots of things that we're planning in the coming months as well. You know, we do these 6-week courses, 5-week courses in the case of Facebook, but we also do these smaller, 1 to 3 hour courses that we call acceleration modules. And I've got a big announcement to make regarding acceleration modules and this version of the 6-week AMC. So the topic of this webinar is how to make serious profit with pop under advertising, mobile pop under advertising in as little as 6 weeks. So first of all, just a little bit about who I am. I'm Eric Dick. I was brought on by the founders of STM and Affiliate World Conferences last year in Bangkok. They offered me this position, and then early in the new year I accepted, and it's been an absolute whirlwind. Just going crazy, getting stuff going. We've run the 6-week AMC twice since I've been on. We sold it out both times, which was great. We got great course feedback both times. We've rebranded because originally when I took the job, we were just 6-week Affiliate Mastery Challenge, but I was like, I want to do other kinds of courses as well. So we rebranded to iStack Training because the company that owns STM and Affiliate World Conferences is called iStack Holdings, and I thought iStack was a really good brand to talk about. You know, the way we stack skills, the way as marketers, every time you learn a new traffic source or you learn a new sort of vertical of marketing, you're really stacking your personal set of skills. So I thought that was a really good name. Not just stacking cash, which is where it came from originally, was stack that money, but it's about stacking skills in this case that will result in money and career success for you, no matter what you decide to do. So we've started the Affiliate Mastery Challenge. I've started a podcast, which you can find on YouTube. I just released a great interview with Malin Darris yesterday, one of my favorite people in the industry. Excuse me. And so you can go find that on YouTube, or we're on iTunes and Stitcher, Google Play Podcasts. So yeah, so we also, as you can see here, there's me on stage at Facebook Mastery Live in Berlin. This was just this great event we put on in Berlin. We're going to be doing the same thing in Asia on December 8th in Bangkok, and the Facebook Masterclass, which we have launched for the first time about a month and a half ago. And we have about 100 students taking that class, mastering sort of some really high-level Facebook tactics. So this is actually my favorite picture of me. So this to me is a really good metaphor for what I've been doing here at iStack Training, which is literally just jumping into the unknown here and putting together some really fun stuff. So this was in Bangkok. Actually, this was right before I did the webinar on the last version of the 6-week AMC. I needed, right before the webinar, I was like, okay, I need to get psyched up for this thing. So I went down to the pool in Bangkok. I was in the Stack Shack with Zeno in Bangkok, and I set my camera up on the side, and I just set the timer, and I ran out and did a swan dive. And if you're wondering if I did a belly flop there, I didn't. I tucked it into a full, nice roll where I didn't do a belly flop, which is, again, a good metaphor for how well things are going at iStack Training. I haven't belly flopped yet, and I don't intend to. We just tend to keep putting out great high-quality courses and events and things like that, so don't worry, no belly flops here. So now, if you stick around to the end, there's a bunch of things you want to stick around for. So basically, the first one is we really lucked out bringing these two guests to this webinar. The first guest we're bringing is Joshua Bartosh, who is a very successful mobile pops affiliate, living the dream in Bangkok, building a business with his brother. Right now, he's going to be coming to us from Chiang Mai, where he's on a quick little vacation. He just loves the vibe in Chiang Mai. I've heard such great things there. And he is just a really, really great guy to chat with, knows a lot about the business. Even though he's been only doing it 2 years, he's built a really successful, 6-figure-a-year business. So I'm really excited to hear what he has to say about Mobile Pops. And then we've got Nelson Nascimento, who is the affiliate director at MobIdea. And now MobIdea is one of the best mobile affiliate networks out there. They're investing a huge amount into training and into using their academy, Mob Idea Academy, where they're collecting a huge amount of knowledge, which I think is a really smart play from a marketing perspective and a really smart play from a community perspective to try to build as much free knowledge available on their platform as possible. So make sure you go check out the Mob Idea Academy as well after Nelson's talk. So Josh is going to be focusing on how to break into pop advertising and giving some really strong tips about what kind of offers to run, how to rip landing pages, and some great secrets for basically how to make pops work that maybe not everyone thinks of. And then Nelson is going to be giving away some top mistakes that newbies make that you really want to avoid at all costs. So together we're going to be providing a lot of information about the pop space. And oh, there's Josh and his goal. I threw in some sweet animations here, and Nelson and his Mob Idea Academy. So just a quick note. I alluded to this in the intro a little bit, but affiliate media buying. What is affiliate media buying? I'm sure a lot of people on here know. In case we have some people who came from the traditional world of affiliate marketing, where maybe you're doing SEO or Amazon reselling, things like that. Affiliate media buying, you're not relying on passive traffic to come your way based on content that you've created necessarily, or SEO things that you've set up. Affiliate media buying is where you go out and force the issue and you buy traffic from a wide range of traffic vendors, whether that be through pop advertising, redirect advertising, mobile display advertising, Facebook traffic, billboard advertising. Potentially you could consider that, although that would be tough to do direct response with. But affiliate media buying is direct response advertising, where you're going out buying media and then you need to arbitrage, is one of my favorite words. You need to spend less money on the traffic than you earn in the value of the conversions that you get. So it requires that you build relationships with affiliate networks, learn to pull the kinds of offers that you can run on specific kinds of traffic, and basically make money in the arbitrage between people converting and the value of the traffic that you buy. So and this is specifically about why you'd want to master affiliate media buying. Now this is all pretty straightforward stuff. If you guys are affiliate media buyers, if you're not killing it yet, these are the things you're probably aiming for. You're aiming for the ability to live life on your own time, put in as little or as much work as you want on any given day, work whatever hours you want to work from wherever in the world you want to work. These are the three factors we feel are what really draw people to this affiliate media buying lifestyle. And we've met thousands of people at this point through the conferences and through the STM forum community. These are all people kind of chasing the same things, which is this real sense of, it comes down to freedom, I think. Freedom to spend your time the way you want, freedom to earn your money the way you want. And money is obviously another big factor to this. Money also sort of leverages into that freedom that allows you to live a lifestyle that can be truly enviable. One of the companies in the iStack portfolio is Marketers, and that's Lorenzo Green's sort of effort to really show and showcase the lifestyle that affiliate marketers are able to achieve by traveling the world and working from wherever and having a lot of fun with other like-minded people. I think of Marketers as what I call a FOMO engine, which means it's just an engine for people to see what they're missing out on by not taking the affiliate lifestyle. I'm married and my wife works at a company. She likes the company she works at, but just the stress that she has every day, having to be at work at a very specific time, having to stay certain times, having to make up hours when it doesn't, when she can, and I'm always just like kind of blown away by why you choose to work in that environment when there are all these options in the modern world. To really work on your own terms, and so that's what I really like about affiliate media buying. And yeah, so now we're going to talk about mobile pop under advertising. Everyone knows what pop unders are. They're not the consumer's always favorite kind of advertising, but it's a kind of advertising that really just works. It's always direct, it's always immediate, and it's this kind of advertising is not really going anywhere. One really interesting thing about mobile pop under advertising is the amount of publishers. Once you dive into these pop networks, it's kind of amazing how many publishers actually use mobile pop under advertising. Like, you can find pop unders on the New York Times. You can find pop unders on all kinds of traffic sources, from torrents and maybe what would be considered lower quality traffic, but you can find pop-ups on all kinds of traffic. And so it's not just necessarily the low quality stuff. But what we're going to be talking about on this webinar is literally just the kinds of offers that work. There's a very narrow range of offers that work on mobile pop-ups, and there's a very narrow range of landing pages. You really don't have to reinvent the wheel. So that's the good news, and Joshua is going to go into a lot more depth on that. So the pros of pop-up advertising are really that it's fast. You can basically have a campaign up in an hour, and you can be running traffic, and you can be seeing how things are working very quickly. You can test very cheaply because pop-ups are a dime a dozen, or quite a bit cheaper than that actually. You can do a lot of testing. You can get a lot of volume in a very short amount of time for a very low cost, and you can kind of get a sense of how things are working very quickly, and that's how you can make your optimizations as an affiliate media buyer, and that's how you can make it so effective. And pop-ups are effective. The hardest thing about affiliate media buying in anything that you're going to run is getting people to click. Getting people to click on your ad to see what your value proposition is. Getting people to engage with ads is extremely difficult. Pop-ups kind of circumvent that a little bit because they literally just pop up and the click is already there. So if you have a catchy headline or an image that really grabs people, you can get their attention a lot easier than if they had to click on a small little mobile banner or something like that. So pop-ups can be very, very effective style of advertising. So I wanted to also just talk a little bit about who pop-up advertising is for. This is really who affiliate media buying in general is for. What you're really going to want to be is data minded. You're going to want to be able to think about advertising in a top-down sense as a real opportunity to test a lot of things. And testing is how you're going to find the results that work the best. And you need to be able to mine through the data and find the combinations of landing page, traffic source, and offer that really drive success, and then really be able to scale those traffic sources as much as possible. You need to be very resilient and results driven. You need to know that you're not going to hit a home run on your first time. Although some people can make pop campaigns work fairly quickly, it's going to take a while to first of all set things up in the proper way, and then focus in on the results. You really want to, when you find something that works, you really need to be able to focus in on it and find ways to scale it and find ways to replicate it. And then the other thing that sort of kind of maybe goes against these first two things is how important it is to have really strong relationship skills. This is something Joshua is going to talk a little bit about, but it's sort of an underappreciated aspect, I think, to being a good affiliate marketer, is you need to have strong relationship skills specifically for your relationship with your affiliate manager, and that's something that Nelson might be able to speak to as well as the head of affiliates at MobIdea. You really need to build that relationship so that you can really cut through the noise with your affiliate manager and really get to a relationship that works for both parties. You're also going to want to build relationship skills with your affiliate marketing community. This community is extremely open. If anyone here is a member of STM Forum, the amount of people that are just doing follow-alongs and really trying to crowdsource information from the community in order to grow themselves, and the amount of knowledge that the community is willing to give is also something that's really amazing. And so you want to be able to leverage your relationships both with your vendors, with your traffic sources, with your affiliate networks, but also with your fellow affiliates to really drive home some excellent results. So here are our goals for this webinar. So pop under advertising. So what you're going to learn in this webinar is the #1 type of offer to run on pop under advertising. There's really one that works better than all others, and we're going to tell it to you. In this, we're going to figure out the ultimate secret to finding a good offer. That's something Joshua is going to talk about. The 2 kinds of landing pages that work and why you do not need to reinvent the wheel. We're also going to show you exactly how to copy those landing pages and potentially tweak them if you want to add your own creativity. How to find, copy, and tweak them, how and precisely where to test, optimize, and scale mobile pop under campaigns. So these are the basic details that you'll need in order to start building a little business on promoting offers on pop under traffic. That's exactly what this webinar is supposed to provide. And then the soul-crushing newbie mistakes that you must avoid at all costs. That's what Nelson is going to be presenting. He has been an affiliate himself. We'll get into that in a bit. and now runs the affiliate managers at Mob Idea. And so he knows a lot about, he's seen a lot of people make a lot of mistakes, and these are some really important mistakes that he would advise that you avoid. So the last thing we're going to teach is how you can take advantage of all that basic information that we're going to provide on this podcast so that you can master pop-under advertising and turn it into a profitable business in as little as 6 weeks. So that's the final big thing that we're going to be showing you guys on this podcast. So first of all, we should do a disclaimer here. iStack Training is a little different, I think, than a lot of the training companies out there that I've researched when kind of building this company. We will never tell you that we have a silver bullet or a success system for how to make it big in affiliate media buying. What we teach are skills. We teach skills. We make partnerships basically with the people who are doing this kind of marketing in any given case. So with Facebook, we're making deals with amazing Facebook marketers. In this case, Zeno is an incredible pop advertiser affiliate. He's been doing it for years. All the TAs on our forum have been doing it for years. These are just people that know how to do these things, and they love to share their information. They sort of live by the philosophy that a rising tide raises all boats. And they're not teaching you a step-by-step system necessarily. They're teaching you the skills that you need to master this yourself. And everything that we teach, you need to fully internalize and run it on your own terms. And you really need to add your own power to it. It's not just a checklist that's going to have you successful. It's something that you really have to take on. So that's our disclaimer here. We're in no guru zone here with iStack Training and the Affiliate Mastery Challenge. So if you stick around until the end, which I really hope you do, you'll get Josh's amazing presentation, you'll get Nelson's presentation, and then for people who actually buy the 6-week Affiliate Mastery Challenge on this webinar, we're giving away 10K in Affiliate World Asia and Facebook Mastery Live event tickets. So that's 10 tickets. So we're giving away 5 tickets to Affiliate World Asia and 5 tickets to Facebook Mastery Live on this webinar to people who make the purchase. And so that's really exciting here. Each of those tickets will end up being worth $1,000 a piece. Right now, I think they're at about $450 a piece. But by the end of the sales cycle, they'll be over $1,000 a piece. So I'm really excited to be giving those away to people who take this course. And then if you're familiar with the 6-week Affiliate Mastery Challenge, you know that last time we did a different kind of, we did the course, and then we also added these acceleration modules where you got access to all these acceleration modules. And then when we ran this one, we were like, let's just take it back to basics and let's just run the foundation. The foundations course is quite enough. It's a huge amount of content. It's 6 weeks, and you know, you're not only going to learn POPs, but you're going to learn mobile redirects, mobile display, as well as Facebook. So that's quite a lot of information to cover here. But we decided to also make a huge announcement around bonus modules for X6 course takers. So if you're getting this late and you've already subscribed to the 6-week Affiliate Mastery Challenge, this bonus is going to apply to you, not just to people on the webinar. But this is an announcement for all course takers of the 6th version of the Affiliate Mastery Challenge. So stick around to the end for when we make that announcement. So first of all, let's introduce Joshua Bartosh. He was born in the USA, but he lives full-time in Asia. He has shed his Boston accent. He was telling me last night, I could hear it a little bit, and he was wearing a Boston Red Sox shirt, and I'm a big Toronto Blue Jays fan, so we got over that issue, and it wasn't a big deal. But he started affiliate marketing only in 2015, so he's just been doing this for over 2 years, just a little bit over 2 years. He's on STM. His name is Where Is Home. He's not super active there. He says he's more of a lurker. But he teamed up with his brother and formed the Bartosh Brothers, which is a pretty cool brother nickname, if you ask me. And he's found some sweet success running mobile pops to the tune of a healthy 6-figure profitable business yearly, and it's growing. So he's been milking these sweet, sweet pops for 2 years with no signs of slowing down. And he has put together a presentation that basically is going to teach you some of the core basics for how to get ahead with mobile pops. So I'm going to just turn over the control panel to Josh here. And I'm going to disable my camera, and he's going to enable his. Disable my screen. I'm going to change presenter to Josh. Make Joshua the presenter. There we go.
Okay, thanks, Eric. Thanks for the great intro. Okay, hey everyone. So, it was only 2 years ago that I was a newbie, and I remember when you first start off as a newbie in affiliate marketing, it can seem, ooh, it's a daunting undertaking. There's so much to learn. There's so much to do. Then you finally launch your first campaign. Boom, you spend $50. You get 0 conversions, and you have no idea what went wrong, and so I don't know what to fix. Well, I'm going to give you a few tips and a brief outline of where I recommend you start and where to focus your energy. But, I'm not going to lie, like Eric said, it's going to take a lot of hard work. It's not easy, especially in the beginning. But luckily for you, once you join the 6-week course, you're going to have myself and the other TAs will be there by your side every step as you progress through the course. And with our help, I'm confident you can dramatically cut down on the learning curve that I had to go through in the beginning. Hold on, I don't have my presentation up. Okay. Sorry, should put this up. Okay, so tips for breaking into sweeps, and possibly could pop ads save you 50% of your testing budget? Okay, so as Eric already said, the affiliate lifestyle where you can be the boss, this is the big allure. This is one of the main reasons that a lot of people, they get into affiliate marketing. They want the lifestyle that it affords. And it's true, you can be your own boss. You can live where you want. As Eric said, I'm originally from the US, but now I've been living in Asia. I've been here for a few years, and I was in Taiwan, and now I just moved back to Thailand. You get to work when you want. So, I basically work every day because I'm always grinding. I'm always trying to get more out of my campaigns. But if there's ever something I want to do, I can make that choice. I'm my own boss. Tomorrow something's up. Okay, I can go do that. And best thing, you get to travel when you want. I remember when I worked in the States, there's nothing worse than having to miss a wedding or miss any other special event or not be able to make it on a vacation because you can't get time off from your boss. Well, that never happens to me anymore. And finally, you are in control of your own income. So with affiliate marketing, hard work really can equal more money. Okay, so I put up a few pictures for you. So as Eric said, I choose now to live here in Thailand. I'm actually based in Bangkok. So I got a couple pictures. I flew up here to Chiang Mai. This top picture in the upper left-hand corner, that's me and my brother, business partner, hanging out by the lake, enjoying some beers. Then next, here's us. We flew to Kuala Lumpur recently. This is us, sitting on the rooftop and again enjoying some beers. My brother decided earlier this year he wanted a break and he wanted to move to Vietnam. So this is a picture of us. I'm visiting him in Vietnam, sitting by the ocean. And then down here in the lower right-hand corner, I had to include this picture for anyone who does not know what Songkran is. It says Songkran right here. Every year, April 13th to the 15th, the entire country of Thailand basically shuts down and has a giant water fight. I put this picture in here because I absolutely love living in Thailand, and if you have never experienced Songkran, and if you have the chance, April 13th to the 15th, I highly recommend you come out here and you check out Songkran. It is the absolute craziest, best holiday on earth. I fly back to Chiang Mai every year just to celebrate it because it's that good. Okay, so why Pops? Why should you start with Pops? So firstly, there's so many working parts to get right to find success in affiliate marketing. So as such, I see Pops as a logically, it's a good starting point. Someone goes to our website and boom, they see your ad. As Eric already mentioned, one of the toughest things is getting people to click. Well, there's no click with Pops. It's just boom. It's just there on your phone or just there on your computer. So often, you'll find them on a whole variety of websites. The majority of them are going to be like video streaming sites, torrent sites, viral blogs, and I'm sure you've seen them. You have that favorite website that you go to and you're always getting hit with pop-ups. Well, if you're in one of the countries I'm running in, you've probably seen some of my pop-ups. And also, this gives you the potential to just reach a huge audience. So one, you're taking away the complexity. You know, there's, unlike banners, nobody has to pick. And because they're on such a variety of websites, you know, you have a really broad audience to reach. So they're easier to set up because all you need is the lander, boom, and you're ready to go. Also, they're a lot cheaper than some of the other traffic sources. So in some of the geos or the countries that I run in, I pay as little as 20 or 30 cents for every 1,000 impressions. We call it CPM. So basically it's easier, it's quicker, and it's cheaper. You know, I know a lot of people who got their start on Pops. I'm still here. I like it. It's working for me. So I'm going to go through a couple keys to success. Like I said, there's just so much to wade through in the beginning, so I just want to cut through, tell you the best things you're going to need. Number one, an offer that converts. So I felt kind of funny putting this in. Obviously, you need an offer that converts, but I want to stress this. The number one thing you're going to need is an offer that converts, because getting conversions will get you meaningful data. So as Eric said, it's all about the data. You got to be wanting to dive through and look at the data. Well, without conversions, you have no data. Basically, you're just going to have a bunch of impressions, but those conversions are going to tell you exactly what's working, and then you can figure out what's not working. Also, payouts can be deceiving. I know when I first started, along with, you know, basically everyone, when you see those high payouts, those are the offers that you're going to want to gravitate towards. But I want to tell you, actually, I prefer the lower payout offers. They're a lot easier to test. They're usually in the easier geos or easier countries, and also because it's going to cost me a lot less, I'm going to get a lot more conversions. I'm going to get better data, and I'm going to start making money quicker. And then finally, the third thing when you're looking at your offer is the conversion flow. So specifically, I run the sweepstakes, a lot of like Win iPhones. And there's three flows. So the first one, the SOI, which stands for single opt-in. And this is the one where you come to the offer page, and all you have to do is you provide your email. I'm sure everyone's seen it. Boom, you give your email, I get paid. Second one, a little bit harder, is the PIN or PIN submit. With this one, the person needs to give their phone number, then they're going to get a text message, and then they're going to reply with the PIN. As you can see, there's some extra steps. These are a little bit tougher to convert. Still possible on Pops, I still run them, but because they're tougher, it's a higher payout. Finally, the credit card. So I see a lot of credit card offers starting, you know, within this year, and you know, while these can be very enticing with the high payouts for Pops, I'm going to tell you, just I don't even test them anymore. They just do not really convert on Pops. You're going to see them quite often on some of the top offer lists, but the reason is, you know, people are running them on other traffic sources. Imagine if you got a pop-up on the website and they ask you to give your credit card. That's usually not the way that the conversion flow will ever really work. Number two, so after having an offer that works, the second thing you're going to need is a lander that converts. And I know what probably a lot of you are thinking, because I was thinking in the beginning, oh, I can't code. How am I ever going to make a working lander? This is going to be really tough. Don't worry about it. Once you start with Spy Tools, and you know, my favorite's Adplexity, with that, it's literally one click away, and you can download the offer. I'm sorry, not the offer. You can download the landing page that people are using. So actually, if you go, I'm not going to tell you how you'd be able to find mine, but if you are on Adplexity in some of the countries that I run in, you will actually see my landers. They're everywhere. They're really hard to hide. Okay, and number three is everything else. So I don't have enough time to go into absolutely everything you need for success. Another reason, you know, once you join the 6-week course, you'll have access to me and the other TAs every day for all 6 weeks. We can hold your hand, get you through it. There's a lot more to it, but finding an offer that converts and a lander that converts is really going to get you far. So I wanted to stress those 2 points. Next thing, okay, so how your AM can help. So First off, it's really important that you have a good relationship with your AM or your affiliate manager at the various networks that you're going to be running with. So make sure you treat them right from the beginning. Be friendly the first time you talk to them. Understand that it needs to be a two-way relationship. Also, I want you to realize your AM probably has hundreds of affiliates under them, and the majority of these people are going to run no traffic, nothing to any of the offers, or they're going to do very low revenue. Well, the way that your affiliate manager makes their bonus money is through your revenue. So there's going to be a ton of people that come on as newbies, and they're never going to run anything, and they're going to try and take up a lot of time. So you want to separate yourself from the pack. Make a real relationship as such. Like when I first started, I made a point. I talked to all my AMs about, a little, don't want to take up a lot of their time, but, go a little bit beyond AM. If you have something in common, bond a little bit over that. Believe me, it will make all the difference. And then as soon as you're running even just a couple $100s in revenue a day, you'll see instantly you'll be on their radar. They'll see, oh, this person's legit, they're running traffic, okay, I'm going to make sure I pay attention, and they can help you out more than you realize. So they have all the stats for every offer on their network. They can see it right in front of them, so they can help guide you in the right direction if you're testing a new country or something's not working, or for some reason you're doing really good and all of a sudden you're not. They can see the patterns, so take advantage of your AM, but again, try not to take up too much of their time. And then when I'm looking for top offers, I always want to ask about volume. I'm looking for what offer is doing the most volume, the most conversions. I don't care that someone is running this one offer and every 3 pop-ups they're getting a conversion, but they're only doing 10 conversions a day. I want the one that's doing thousands of conversions because I know that that offer works. And it's working for someone else. Hopefully it can work for me. You're going to get, so top offers, I have top offers aren't all created equal. The reason I wanted to say this is you're going to get emails from all your affiliate networks and they're going to say these are the top 10 offers. And they're not lying. These are the top 10 offers, but not all of these top 10 offers are going to be created equally. So first thing is tier 1. A lot of these offers are going to be in these top, we call it tier 1 is basically US, Australia, and the UK. And these are very competitive markets. So traffic's going to be a lot more expensive. All the big boys are going to be playing in these geos, and it's a really tough place to start. So I'm sure you've heard it before. I'm just going to reiterate it. Instead, I recommend you test in Asia. I've had a lot of success there. Eastern Europe, maybe some of these countries, they have a smaller population, so they're looked over by some of the bigger affiliates, and then Latin America. So it ebbs and flows where exactly is the best. Currently, all 3 of these are pretty good. Sweeps are running pretty much around the world right now. And the second thing is some of these top offers, they'll show up out of nowhere, especially the credit card submits. And the reason they're on this list is people are running them on Facebook. So Facebook is not Pops. So pop up, you go to the website and it just pops up. Whereas for anyone who's ever run any marketing on Facebook, I'm not sure if anyone's tried it, they have insane targeting. So you can pick someone's age, what they like. Let's say they could be like a Katy Perry fan. You can make a specific landing page just for that. Well, that's how they're getting through to some of these offers. So don't be fooled if you see some of these high payout offers on the top list. They're not good to start with on Pops. Okay, next thing, spy tools are your friend. So I took a screenshot of this because I just wanted to show you actually how easy this is. So I clicked on an offer. You can see the little picture here. It's an iPhone 7 offer. And then you click on the link over here, and it shows me what affiliate network is running it. It literally tells me, okay, this guy is running to ClickDealer. And I'm thinking, oh, I wonder, if only I could see the offer. Right here, it gives me a link to the offer. If you click on it, it'll bring it up, and you can see the actual offer. So now I can go into ClickDealer, I look at the couple of offers that are in that country, and I can find the exact offer. And if this person is doing high volume, well, I know that this is one of the offers that is working. Okay, next one. So on to landers. Don't reinvent the wheel. There are basically two types of landing pages that I have had just great success with. First one is the wheel or the spin lander. So I took a couple screenshots. This is off of Adplexity, which is my favorite spy tool. And as you can see, they look similar, but a little bit different. So basically, it's going to pop up on your phone, and some of them will auto spin. Some of them you have to actually click the spin button, and then some of them will have some crazy pop-up as an intro or an exit pop. I recommend you go on. It doesn't have to be the country you're going to run in, but go on, find the theme that you think looks right, download it. And oh yeah, actually I forgot. I wanted to show you on the slide before. Right here, literally to download the lander that you want, it's one click. It's this orange button right here. Download this landing page. Boom. Puts it in a zip file for you, and that's it. You open it up, and you need to have some basic knowledge of HTML, because you're going to have to change the links so that it goes to, obviously, your affiliate link instead of the person who's running it. Make sure you change those. Some people don't. Every once in a while, someone will download one of my landers, and I'll get a spike in a country I'm not even running, and I'll know somebody downloaded my lander and forgot to change the link. Okay, so with the wheel, basically download it, make sure it works. Run it on your phone, make sure it gets all the way through to the offer. Okay, this is the first thing. Second one that I've had a lot of success with is either the 3 or the 4 questions. So there's endless themes. This one, oh, and so one thing I wanted to mention, I wanted to give you a disclaimer. So using company logos and names is illegal. You cannot do this. You'll see a lot when you're on the spy tools. You're going to see Google, you're going to see Apple, you're going to see Amazon. I highly recommend you do not use these emblems. They can get you in a lot of trouble, and trust me, I run without them, and I'm still highly successful. So you can make it work without them. It's really not worth the worry and the headache. So with these, pick a couple themes that you like, depending on the color scheme. You can always go in and change it. Like here's one, I think this one's from Saudi Arabia. Couple clicks. This one obviously looks just like an iPhone. This one's brand new. They're running the iPhone X. And then, this one looks just kind of like Amazon. So you go through it. It's got right here, who's the founder of Amazon? Make sure your questions match the country you're running in or the theme that you're running with. So like Apple questions, Amazon questions. Also, do a little extra research. So in certain countries, there might be an app or a website you've never heard of. Check the top 10 websites, because everyone is going on, all the newbies are going on, and actually a lot of the affiliates, they just go on, they're going to rip these landers off Adplexity and maybe change a couple words. But if you could find a new theme that no one else is using, because no one knows that this obscure website is really popular in the country you're running, well, that's one of the ways I've found great success in new countries. Okay, now on to picking an offer. So I highly recommend when you start off, you want to start with a low payout single opt-in. So the single opt-in is the one where you provide your email, maybe also your name and a birthday. So all it takes is an email. People give up their email pretty easily. It's free to them, not costing them any money. What I like to look for is you want broad appeal. Everyone wants an iPhone. Everyone wants the new Samsung. Or certain countries, they'll have a really popular store. Those vouchers, those also work well. So I just took a quick screenshot from one of the affiliate networks. You can see there's a variety here. So ZA, this is South Africa. There's a lot. You can see there's a bunch in here. They're paying out 29 cents. Brazil, a little bit more, 30 cents down here. ES is Spain, and then Malaysia and France. And I know what you're thinking, like, oh, 29 cents, can I really make money doing that? Well, just an example. A couple months ago, the single opt-ins in India were paying out 4 cents. And, there's no way you can make money on that, except for they were quite profitable for me until they ended up cutting the payout even more, lower than 4 cents. But even at 4 cents, I could make these work. So these ones at 29, 30, you can definitely make them work. Now, test time. So I want to stress one thing to you. So variables cost you money when you are testing. So it's, it's tempting when you first start. Okay, I'm going to take 10 spins and I'm going to take 10 3 questions and I'm just going to test them all and I'm going to see what runs. And I like this offer that pays out $5. Well, you're going to have to run so much traffic through, if you're running 5 or 10 offers through, that's what, 10 and 10, that's 20 different landers, and it's going to take you forever, and it's going to cost you a lot to figure out what offer's good, what lander's good. So, like I said, the most important thing is find an offer that works, and then after that, find a lander that works. So, you want to do one of those two as quickly as possible. Pick a low payout, single opt-in, and I'd say maybe 3 spins, three questions, and just split test them against each other. And if you notice that the spins are beating the 3 questions, okay, well maybe I take out the 3 questions and I'm going to run a couple extra spins. And I'm running, 3 different low payout single opt-ins. And then I notice like one's doing really well. Okay, well maybe I give that one a higher percentage. I really want to find that best offer, and I really want to find the best lander as quick as possible, so I'm not spending any more money than I need to on the bad landers. You can always come back later, retest an offer, retest a lander, but if you don't have an offer and you don't have a lander that works, it's really tough to get your data. So you want to just really zero in. Second, start with what works. So I'll give you some hints. If you're running mobile, I assume a lot of people or most people are going to be running mobile, make sure that you'll always be able to select. So you want to select only mobile. You want smartphones and maybe tablets. Some countries have a lot of tablets, other countries not. Another hint for you, Android. I'm not really sure why. For the most part, in a lot of places, it just converts better. So I always like to start with Android. Later, once I make sure I have a good offer and a good lander, I will throw in and retest iOS, Windows, and sometimes iOS is better. But for the most part, in the beginning, I'm really just trying to zero in. I want to find that offer. I want to find that lander. And then secondly, language. For certain countries, language is really important. I'm going to set up a example campaign for you. So let's see. So my example, I'm going to do Thailand. I live in Thailand. I love it. It's one of my favorite countries to run in. So first, Thailand, just give it a name, Thailand, single opt-in, and oh, hold on. Actually, I think I missed something. Oh, sorry, I skipped one slide. Let me tell you first why I love testing on pop ads. Okay, so as you can see from the screen, I'm gonna set something up on pop ads for you. Why I love testing here. It is the best targeting of all the traffic sources I've ever worked with. I'm on 25, 30 different ones. They're all good in a different way, but pop ads is where I test. They have the best targeting out of anyone. And better targeting equals more profits for you. Secondly, they're incredibly newbie friendly. They're very easy to set up. Interface is really good. And next, they have this thing called website quality. So I'm going to show you when I set it up. And I put top 80%. It's usually where I like to start my testing. What website quality does is, so if I pick top 80%, they're going to take the bottom 20% of all the websites that other people don't want. So when you don't want a website, we call it blacklisting. And you say, okay, cut that out. I don't want any more traffic. You can automatically, when you first launch, just say, okay, I want the top 80%. Cut out those 20% that other people don't want. And you can do 70, you can do 90. I like to cut out that bottom percent, because if everyone else is blocking it, I'm probably going to block it too. And also, there's nothing stopping me. Again, once I find the offer that works, once I find the lander that works, I can go back and test that bottom percent. I just don't want to be wasting money on those worst IDs in the beginning. And then also, they have the really, really low budget limits allowed. So it's $2.50. All it's going to spend is $2.50 for your first test. Every once in a while, you set up a campaign, you're waiting for it to go live, and then it's bedtime. You go to sleep, you wake up in the morning. Other traffic sources, it might be $10, $20. It'll spend through all that while you're sleeping, maybe on just one bad ID. With pop ads, I never spend more than $2.50 because I just set it really low, and then I can go back and look at it again. There's this thing I call rogue, whoops. There's this thing I call rogue IDs. So every once in a while you'll be running your campaign, it's going well, and then out of nowhere you'll get a new website, we call them IDs, you get a new website, and it'll just have a ton of volume, and it'll just hit you out of nowhere, and it doesn't convert. And I have it's a publisher releasing some new website, and for some reason you're getting all the traffic. Well, it can spend through your entire budget, and you really have to watch out for these. I get hit with them almost daily on at least one of my traffic sources. So there's a lot lower amount of these for some reason on pop ads. So there's another reason I love testing here. And finally is the summary. So I'm going to show you at the end. They're going to give you this great summary that really helps out when you're setting up your campaign. Okay, so I'm just going to go through this quick for you. So put the name. Here's the web quality. So as I said, I like to do 80, threes and above. It'll cut out that bottom 20%. Frequency cap, I like to leave this at one per 24. Reason for that, if I have a bad website, I only want each person to be seeing my ad once a day. A lot of this other stuff you can just leave as default. So like down here, I know when I first started, I was very tempted to play with this advertiser type. Oh, I can run pop under, I can run pop up, tab up. I've tested this pretty extensively, and I can't really tell the difference. I just leave it on pop under and do allow other methods, and it basically gives me the same as if I was to run 4 different campaigns and split it up. Next is the budget. So just leave it on the smart bid. So the way that the bidding works on pop ads, is another reason I love it, is it's an auction system. So the top bidder wins, and you pay the second highest price. So if I bid $1 and you bid 50 cents, I win, but I only pay 50 cents. So this is why for some campaigns you can bid up to $5 per thousand, $10 per thousand. But because I'm only paying the next highest, I might bid 5 and only have to pay $1. But if I get those really good IDs, I want to guard against other people, so I want to bid $10. Just because that way, if you raise your bid, and you're trying to get this ID, you're never going to get it from me if I'm high enough. And most of the time, I'm not going to end up paying too much for it. So for maximum bid, you got to put in per each pop-up. So here, this is 35 cents per thousand. And then budget, right? Like I said, I'm just going to do $2.50. Perfect. Throttling. Boom, just leave this as disabled. You don't have to do anything with it. Another thing, so we're going to go through all this amazing targeting for you. In the beginning, because we're going to be running sweeps, I highly recommend you don't start with adult. A lot of offers don't take it. And you can always go back and test it later, but it runs really fast, and there's a lot of tough IDs that'll spend a lot of money. So in the beginning, start with just the general country targeting. I'm just going to do Thailand. Society targeting. So I'm running in Thailand and I'm running in Thai. So I'm going to do Thai language only. I don't want anyone whose phone is not set to Thai to see my landers. If it popped up on someone's phone, it's set to English, it's set to French. They're not going to understand it. There's no way they're going to convert, so I leave that out. Populations, you don't have to worry about that. Environment targeting, like I mentioned, I like to start with just Android. I'm not sure what browsers are going to be good, so I'm going to leave them all in. Device targeting, we're doing just mobile, so I'm only going to do smartphones and tablets. You can see there's a lot of other options. You can always test them later, but these are going to be the best 2 to start with. Again, devices, I'm not sure which ones are going to be best, but I love having this targeting because later when I look at my data, I can come back and see, oh, well, for some reason, Acer is doing really bad, so I'm going to take that one out. But Samsung is doing really good. Okay, I'm going to whitelist that one. All these options are just extra ways that you can potentially make money. For connection, I'm running a single opt-in. Everyone can convert. They can convert on Wi-Fi, on 3G, so I'm just going to leave everything out. But I wanted to show you real quick. This is where you would set up. On pop ads, we only care about connection type, okay? So this is where you would pick cellular. You'd add that, and then, for example, there's three main ones in Thailand. There's maybe my offer only takes AIS. This is how you would do it. Put the AIS in, put the cellular. But like I said, my offer everyone can convert on my offer, so we're going to leave them out. Next, for timing, I can pick. Maybe I'm going to sleep and I don't want it to start. I can take a couple hours out. Usually I like to leave this one open. And finally, for the website targeting, disable, because I don't know what I'm going to exclude, but this is where you would do it. You would exclude, this is where your blacklist would go, or your whitelist if you have some really good IDs. You can only do one or the other. And then finally, with the summary. Okay, so this is great information. A lot of other traffic sources, they don't give you any of this. So right here, average bid. So with my settings, the average bid is 62 cents. So, 6 cents. Highest effective bid, the absolute highest I could bid, and anything higher wouldn't change anything, was at $9.90. That's pretty high. And my bidding position, 18. So 17 people ahead of me, that's fine. I like to start low because I don't want to overpay for the bad IDs. And right here, I can see. So in between these bids, there's 167,000 views. So I could start off right in there. I did 35 cents. I could go even lower. I could go 23, and I have access to almost 170,000. You can see right here, we're estimated to get 186,000 impressions. I'm going to get so much data so quick. And this breakdown right here, it's just great. And a lot of other traffic sources don't have it. You can go back in, you can tweak some stuff, and you can see I dropped my bid. Oh, do I get more impressions? Well, if you drop your bid, you'll get less impressions. How much does it change? And this can really help you in the beginning when you're testing. And a lot of other traffic sources don't have this. Okay. And then I just want to give you a basic outline for what I'd recommend for testing on pop ads. Like I said, this is where I always do my initial testing. So first, watch it like a hawk and cut out the bad IDs. So maybe you're not sure if your offer is good or your lander is good. Well, if you pick a number, and so a lot of people will do 2, maybe 3 times the payout of your offer, and after you pass that for the ID, you cut it. So the only thing you can really do in the beginning is cut bad IDs. Cut them out, cut them out, cut them out quick. You can always come back in and test them again. You really want to get after trying to find that offer that's going to convert and that lander that's going to convert. Next, once I get a bunch of conversions, what else is underperforming? Okay, maybe one of the types of Android is not doing very well. Maybe you see a browser, anything you can find. There's so many targeting options in pop ads. Go after it. Try and find what you can cut out to try and get to green as quick as possible. Then what I like to do is, so my first campaign is going to be at 35 cents. I'm going to take all the IDs that are making money at 35 cents, and I'm going to make a whitelist. So everything that between probably like 35 and 50 cents is how much money they're making, or yeah, how much revenue they're making per thousand. I'm going to make that. Then I'm going to copy the campaign, and I'm going to raise the bid a little. I'm going to go, let's say, 55 cents. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to see, okay, are there new IDs, better IDs? Make a second whitelist now at that mid bid. Then I raise it again. Because if I raise the bid and I leave them in, they're not going to be profitable. If they're only making 40 cents per 1,000 impressions, and then I bid 50, now they go, they're going to go negative. I want to keep them at that low bid. So keep pushing the bid. This is the way that you're able to find those new IDs. Okay? Then circle back and you can retest once again. So now in the beginning you didn't have a good offer and you didn't have a good landing page. So maybe that's why the IDs were bad. You can go back, do a quick test. Once you know, every once in a while you're going to find that combination of this lander and this offer, it's just killing it. You'd be surprised, once in a while you're making 100, 200, 300, 400% ROI. Go back and retest those IDs. And then also go back and retest, okay, go back, try iOS, try Windows, try anything that you had excluded in the beginning and see. Sometimes you can find some profit, and sometimes you can find a lot of profit. Some people don't ever run iOS, and that traffic can be a lot cheaper. And then now is the time to go in and you can test pins. So now, I've been running the single opt-in I got it. I got a good lander. Make sure you change your lander a little for the pin, but now's the time. You go in and you can add in these pins. So for example, I think right now in Thailand it's paying 24 cents for an SOI, and it pays a dollar-ish for a pin submit. Well, if you can get those really good IDs, obviously I want to try and run them to the pin submit because you're going to make even more profit. And that's just the basic outline for how I would go about the beginning testing. Again, I mean, there's a lot more that goes into it after this, and once you join the 6-week course, I'll have all the time to help you out through. But I hope that this little overview is giving you a good starting point. Okay.
That's fantastic, Joshua.
Yeah.
Wow, so much information in this presentation. Super impressive. So let's do. Do we have some time for questions then? Should we do about 5 minutes on questions?
Sure.
Okay, cool. So first of all, someone asks you, what tracker are you using for pops?
So I use Volume.
Classic, yeah.
The two main ones, I think, a lot of people are using Funnel Flux. I haven't tried it. I started with Volume, and it's what I'm comfortable with, but I believe Funnel Flux and Volume are the two that basically everyone's using.
Yeah, so we show both in the 6-week AMC. So Funnel Flux is an iStack company, so there's a really good, I think, a discount associated with it when you take the course. But yeah, but both Funnel Flux and Volume are things that we teach. So that's one of the questions here. Feel free to fire your questions over to us. This is one that's interesting. This was asked right off the beginning, and it's something we haven't really talked about. The Google Chrome built-in ad blocker, do you feel that could really strongly affect this? But that's going to be mainly on desktop, I think, right?
Yeah, so ad blockers are constantly coming out. Specifically, there has been nothing that has really hindered mobile yet. These pop-up networks, as the ad blockers get more sophisticated, there's an option in some of them to get around it. And so you can pick, I only want the traffic that people don't have ad blockers, or I just want you to trick the ad blocker and still get the pop-up.
Cool. We have Mohammed Hassan asking, what do you mean by WL? I think you covered that, but what is the acronym for WL?
Oh, whitelist. So those are if you get really good IDs, we call it a whitelist. So you take only the best IDs, which are the websites, and you make a whitelist, and then you can bid even higher, because if it's converting really well for you, it's probably converting really well for others, and you're going to have to pay a little bit more for it.
Okay, cool. Can someone share the replay later? Yeah, we will be sharing the replay later, but you want to stick around till the end here because we have some really cool giveaways and some other exciting things here. Will Joshua be a trainer in the 6-week course? We can say 100%. Joshua will be a trainer in the 6-week course, along with 4 other TAs as well who've been. This is Joshua's first 6-week AMC. The other guys have been around for at least, I think, 2 of the other 6-week AMCs. But we're super excited to have some fresh blood in the course, and obviously you can see from this presentation that Joshua really knows what he's talking about. So I'm super excited. Nice presentation, says Roger. Nice. Well, yeah, I totally agree. Angela and I are sitting here talking on Slack here about how good this presentation has been. So well done, Joshua. You use PrimeSpot. I think that's a question or a statement. Do you use PrimeSpot? Do you know what PrimeSpot is? I'm not sure.
Yeah, so it's up here. You can still see my screen, right? Yeah. Yep. Okay, yeah, so PrimeSpot is up here. So you can pick all traffic, PrimeSpot only, and I've tested this. I usually just stick with all traffic. So it says right here, PrimeSpot bidding occurs when a visitor hasn't gotten a pop-up in the last hour. So basically the idea behind this is this person hasn't been inundated with pop-ups yet. You're welcome to test it. I just go all traffic. You're going to get less traffic with PrimeSpot, and it hasn't been a huge difference. It's not that I would bid a lot more for the PrimeSpot traffic, but again, don't take my word for it. You should always test everything yourself.
Cool. Wow, there's a lot of questions here. We're going to answer a few more of them, and then Joshua, if you can, while Nelson is doing his presentation, if you can go in and answer some of them just by text. just because we probably won't get to all of them here because we're already at an hour here and we only have an hour and a half.
Okay.
Let's just see if we can answer a couple more here. But he says, can you go over the bid raising on IDs one more time? We're gonna have to save that for the course. Joshua's gonna be in the course, and he can, he can give all that information away in the course. So let's see. Any other verticals that you can recommend? I know. So sweeps. Some people still run antivirus. Is that something that's still happening?
Yeah. So the main ones for pops are basically running sweeps. If depending on your traffic source, I mean, you can run some more niche stuff, but you really have to be on like for games, you really have to be on like a game type traffic source. And then the other one is antivirus, and it can be successful in pops also. Those are the two main ones: sweeps and antivirus.
Cool. How much budget do you need to get started? We say in the course to cover your course at the bare minimum to be testing both pops, because the 6BKMC is not just pops, it's also you can do redirects and display. But what ends up happening is people end up really, what we find that people end up focusing mainly on pops just because it's the lowest hanging fruit. Mobile display is a tricky one right now. Some people jump onto the mobile display, but a lot of people end up staying with pops. We say around $2,000 is what you're looking at for a budget. What do you suggest getting started on pops with? What kind of budget do you recommend?
Yeah, so if you're smart about it, then well, is this including everything, like all your spy tools, your volume, like everything?
It's basically we say about 2,000 for traffic, and then another like 300 or 400 probably for your subscriptions.
Okay. Yeah. So if you spent $2,000 on traffic, I think you'd be okay. The one thing that comes into play is it's a long time between you making profit in volume and you actually seeing the money. So everything I ran this month, I don't get paid until the 15th of next month. So it'd be nice if you had something profitable, if in that scenario you could come up with enough cash to keep running it. But running $2,000 of actual traffic with the help from us, I mean, you could be well on your way.
Yeah, awesome. There's a lot of positive comments in here, man. There's a lot of people that really like this presentation, so that's really awesome. One of the things that I see mentioned a couple times is how long do your successful campaigns last? I think that's an interesting one.
Yeah, so as I said when I'm ripping landers, so I run I mean essentially what you would consider white hat. I don't have to cloak, like I run what the advertiser wants. So my campaigns run a long time. I don't get in trouble with traffic sources, which is one of the main reasons why campaigns die. Is you're doing something where you want, oh, I want higher ROI, but then as soon as you get caught, it stops. I can run for my longest running campaign might be 4 months right now, and it's still going strong.
Crazy, nice. Why would I say mobile display is tricky? I would like someone, maybe Kevin, if maybe you're running mobile display, maybe it isn't as tricky as I think. I worked at a mobile display company before iStack. I was at GoToMobi, and I know it's just more expensive. I know that a lot of times, a lot of the business that happens on DSPs is brand inventory, and brands pay ridiculous amounts for their impressions and clicks. And especially, and so that can really drive up the cost for performance advertisers as well. I know that there are people still making mobile display work, but the reason I would say it's tricky is A, it can be expensive, more expensive. B, there's just that whole other element of having to have a creative. You have to come up with not only a great landing page, but you also have to have a very small, usually, creative that drives people to actually click. And the click is often the most tricky part about getting these things to happen. Getting people to engage with your ads. And compliance is a constant issue. The compliance on mobile display is a lot stronger than it is on pops. So that's probably why I would say that mobile display is tricky. Have you ever experimented with mobile display, Josh?
Yeah, I was trying to highlight it over here. So it's the reason it's going to cost you a lot more. I know it's like so bad I couldn't get the right color, but you're adding another variable. So if you start testing on mobile display, let's say you were doing whatever you're doing, you don't know if the offer is good and you have a landing page, you don't know if the landing page is good, and you also don't know if the banner is good. Like, you're just adding one more level. If you already ran something on Pops and you know the offer is good and you know the landing page is good, then the only extra thing is, oh, well, is this banner good? Is this traffic good? You're kind of just adding that extra layer. I've run, and I still run on banners. It works for Pops, but like I said, I recommend you try and zero in first and then add the banner display after. And actually, I've had quite a lot of success on a few of them. GoToMobi used to be my #1 moneymaker last year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Victoria represent. Well, they're also on the course. They've offered another great price matching bonus for people on the course, which we're going to go over in a little bit. So Josh is going to go through and answer these ones when he can. There's a lot of really good questions on here. So he'll go through and answer a little bit more. Where are you hosting the landers? That's something that we'll cover again in the course. We have great bonuses for some of these hosting companies. I think that's probably good. I think it's probably time. Do you only run on mobile pop or desktop pop? We talked about that earlier. He's right now about 90% mobile, 10% desktop. Desktop, as we've mentioned, will be affected a little bit more by these Chrome changes that are coming up, and so mobile pops is where a lot of this hay is made. But awesome, another great thanks from people here. But let's get to Nelson's presentation. So Nelson. So if you can give back the presentation to me there, Josh.
Yep. There you go.
Awesome, thank you. Show my screen. I can get off my Slack here. My 18 Slack teams. Love Slack. Okay, so soul-crushing newbie mistakes to avoid at all costs. I'm going to just give Nelson an intro here. He joined MobIdea in 2013 as an internal media buyer, so we have that in common. That's actually how I started my career in affiliate marketing as well. I was brought in as an internal media buyer at Neverblue, and then he has risen to become the director of the affiliate managers, the affiliate director. So he knows the industry really well. He sees what works. He sees people making mistakes out there, and he's trying to help us make fewer of them. So another great thing about Nelson is he's worked with Lewis, who's the head of marketing over at MobIdea, and they've created this great thing called the MobIdea Academy, where it's just a great sort of compendium of knowledge about what to do in affiliate marketing and what works and what's going on. So make sure you go check out the MobIdea Academy. I'm going to throw over the presentation over to Nelson here, Nelson, and he's going to give his presentation on some newbie mistakes to avoid. Let's go. All right, Nelson, there we go. And I'm going to mute myself and all right, good, Nelson.
Can you see my screen, Eric?
Yes, I can. Just put it into, yeah, there you go, present mode. Perfect. You're off.
Exactly. So, first of all, Joshua, excellent presentation. It was amazing, and it reminded me for my times doing media buy. It was very, very good. And actually, some of the topics that I will go through, they will also be connected with what Joshua presented before. So, first of all, these beginner's mistakes, those are the most common ones. Okay, and this is only just small part of it, since we have like 5 articles in our academy that speak about well, all the media buyers mistakes. Those mistakes, they were made by me, they were made by our team at MobIdea, and they are also made by our media buyer affiliates. So I also recommended you guys to check our articles in the academy, since well, there are tons of stuff for newbies. Just to make you a quick introduction about MobIdea, we are very newbie dedicated. Okay, so we help a lot of affiliates. Like we teach them the basics, we show them the path to grow, and we are actually we give very good guidance. Okay, and well, basically just to start. So those common mistakes, once again, is just a small part of it. Okay, so the first one is choose easy countries. What I mean by this is that for a newbie, there are some markets that can be very, very competitive, such as Joshua mentioned already, Central European countries, Tier 1 countries, there can be very competitive. First, because the traffic is a bit more expensive, and then you have like some big sharks playing there. You also have high payouts sometimes if we speak about CPA. So it means that in my case, I would advise you to go to easier geos, such as LATAM geos, such as Asian geos. It's also very important to be aware of what's going on in the market. For example, India currently, it has a lot of volumes, but it's very competitive. Okay, you have tons of media buyers playing there. Same for Thailand, and so it's very important for you to pick easy geos to start. Okay, you pick easy geos to start. You just get used to media buy, to the basics, to how to optimize a campaign. Then you kind of grow to other more competitive geos. Okay, that's my advice. Well, next one is very important, is learn to wait. Okay, you need to gather data. Well, as Eric mentioned, we learn a lot from our affiliates, meaning that we also have some good case studies. And one affiliate from the beginning, where we were teaching the guy how to do media buy, and then the guy came to us saying, "Well, I have already my campaign created. I ran it for 1 day. Can I optimize?" And I said, "Well, depends on the volumes. How much did you spend already?" "Well, I spent $1. Well, it's maybe too soon. Okay, just learn to wait. Okay, be patient and gather data once again, as it was already mentioned. Don't optimize too often. It's very important that actually I will pass to the next one. Don't optimize too often, because when you make an optimization, you are changing all your campaign. Okay, it means that maybe the parameter you optimize will have an impact on other parameters. Okay, so it's very important to not optimize too often. You optimize a parameter on your campaign, then you wait for a couple of days to check the results, and then you can optimize another parameter. Okay, it's very important to be patient. Then don't change everything at the same time, of course. Okay, you cannot optimize on the same at the same time a banner, a pre-render, you cut a device, you cut sources, because then you can go to a good profit, but you don't know which parameter you optimized had an impact. Okay, so it's very important to make one optimization, wait a bit, you can take the notes, okay, and then you check after a couple of hours, couple of days. Okay, very important. Next one, I think that it is, and this is pretty common from our affiliates. Well, at Mobile we have more than 100,000 affiliates, and well, we have like all the kinds of affiliates. And one of my advices is to understand the business. Okay, it's very important for you guys to starting this business, try to launch some campaigns, but know a bit about the business. And one of the examples is to know, first of all, the rules of the business. So, as you know, on the offer side, on the traffic side, there are some rules. Okay, you need to know, I don't know, like some, small examples. What is a vast company? Do you know that for the next month, the CPA business will be a bit tough in Thailand due to the funeral of the king there? Stuff such as, I don't know, what's the purpose of a pre-lender? And all those stuff are very important, and it's all they're all regarding the business. And it's important for you to have to be curious about the business. Go to the forums, go to STM, check the articles, get knowledge. Okay. And also something important that Joshua mentioned before is that the account managers, well, at MobileD at least, we have like 40 affiliates each one of us. Okay. So it means that you need to also to separate yourself from the other ones. Okay. If you speak to your account manager and you actually show that you are knowledgeable, that you know the business, you will be like a bit different, and you have a bit more importance than the other ones. So it's very important for you to know the business. Okay. Next one is to be very aggressive when you can. What I mean about aggressive is when you run a campaign, you see that there's a very good traffic source, a very good website, for example, and then you see that after a couple of impressions, it has a very good performance. This is the time to go for it. Get all the traffic from this source. Put the highest bid possible. Okay, because tomorrow or in 2 days there will be more guys coming and fighting for this specific source. Okay, so when you find the gold mine, you need to go for it, basically. Okay, take all the juice out of it. Okay. Then it was already mentioned, that is, don't be seduced by high payouts. First of all, as for media buyers, it's very important to gather data. And normally you gather data when you have lots of conversions. And normally to have a high volume of conversions, those offers have a lower payout. Okay, so it's preferable sometimes to go for a geo where you have a low payout, but thanks to this you get lots of data, lots of conversion, and it will be easier for you to optimize your campaign, and it will be faster to optimize your campaign. Okay, because for example, if you run a campaign, a CPA campaign in Switzerland, well, the payouts are like 80 euros, 90 euros. You will need like to spend a lot of media budget to be able to start optimizing. If you go to Brazil, Argentina, the payouts are lower. You don't need to spend that much amount of budget. Okay, so for starters, as a newbie, go for low payouts. Okay, that's my advice. Then once again, it's a matter of getting knowledge, getting experience, and then you can scale up to other geos, to other types of offers. Okay. Next one, very important, is to be organized. In my opinion, this is something that is not really common in every media buyer. Okay. I can give you a quick example. So once we had a Brazilian affiliate. The guy wanted to start media buy, and when he started to run a campaign, it was in ExoClick actually, and he ran 10 campaigns in different segments, different geos, different types of offers, and he gave the same name to all the campaigns. Of course, that he will spend time to know what's the point of each campaign, you know. So it's very important to be organized, give a proper naming to your campaigns, get an Excel sheet or a notepad to take your notes. Okay, what I used to do when I was doing media buy, to be honest, was I had a notepad and I was writing down all the changes that I made and the date in front of it. Okay, so I knew what I did like 2 days ago, and I checked the results, and if they were not good, I would like go back to what I had before. Okay, so I'm speaking about Excel and Notepad, but you have much more stuff that are very important. But be organized. It will make you save time, and as a media buyer, if you save time, you save money. Okay, very important. Then, as Joshua mentioned, check what the others are doing. Go to Adplexity. Adplexity is one of the best tools that you can have, okay, that you can take advantage of. You can go there, you can check what kind of offers are being promoted in a specific geo. You can check what are the trends, what kind of good calendars you have, what are the offers, the banners, and so on. It's an amazing tool. Well, it has a cost, of course, but it's a very good investment. And in my opinion, you should go for it. Okay, since, well, actually I can tell you now that MobID has a partnership with Adplexity where you have a discount of 25%. It's actually pretty good, so you should also take advantage of it. But use Adplexity. It's a very good tool. Also, if you want to go for something more simple, let's say that Adplexity, you can just use a VPN, use a proxy, and well, go to other geos and check other websites to see what kind of banners are appearing there. Okay, it can be helpful and, well, cheaper, not that effective, but cheaper than Adplexity. Okay. Once again, don't be afraid to test. Okay, you can. Well, from the beginning, as we all know, we are always, and it was like this with me. I was very afraid to test new offers, new campaigns, new geos. Okay, don't be afraid to test. It's very important. Also, don't launch too many tests at the same time. Okay, go slowly, go smoothly. Okay, launch like 1, 2 new tests every day. Okay, and then keep checking, keep optimizing. Okay, but don't be afraid to test. Because if you have a very good campaign, let's say you have like 4 amazing campaigns, always giving an amazing profit and so on, but tomorrow they can, well, for some reason the offer goes down, there's an issue with the carrier, whatever, they can go down. And you always need to have a backup. And if you don't test other stuff on the side, you will never find the backup. Okay, so test, keep testing. Okay, and I don't speak only about campaigns, I speak about banners, about calendars. Okay, keep testing, make A/B tests with your tracker. It can be volume, funnel flux, whatever, but keep testing. Okay. Well, this is the next point. Actually, get a good tracker. This is another investment that you need to make. Okay, you need to invest on a good tracker. You have as I said before, volume and funnel flux, very good trackers. iMobiTrax, Thrive, you have very good trackers out there. You also have at MobID, we have a free tracker. So if you want to, well, if you want to start with us, you can check our tracker that is free. But you need to have a tracker. Okay, it's mandatory to make A/B tests, to compare the performance of different offers to your traffic. Very important. To also work on better angles, better offers, banners, and so on. Okay. Next one, it was already mentioned by Josh once again. Don't walk alone. When I speak about don't walk alone, is get in touch with your account manager. Okay, so your account manager is, well, one of the best contacts that you can have in this industry. Okay, he will give you insights about the business, insights about the good offers. He will tell you issues that are happening now. You will always receive the best offers. So, okay, this is very important. Be always in touch with your account manager. Like everything in life, I would say communication is the key. Okay, so communicate with your account manager. So once again, just to summarize this is a really small summary of 5 articles we have in our academy, in MobileID Academy, about beginners' mistakes. Okay, it's very important. I think, well, in my case, when I started, I made lots of those mistakes. Okay, so you can go check those articles, not only those ones, but the other articles we have. Once again, we will. The goal of the academy is to provide you knowledge, teach you the basics, and increase our learning curve as much as we can. Okay. Then this is just a small idea of what we have in MobileID, just for you, well, for you to be aware. So we have all those kinds. We have more than 2,000 offers on multiple verticals. Those 5 ones will be the top ones, let's say. So once again, you have a big choice in MobileID, different offers, and as well, you can find here the fine sweepstakes that Joshua runs. It's actually one of our top verticals. Okay. Then, just to summarize, what makes a super affiliate in MobileID? So first one, well, it's pretty. You cannot say that this skill or this skill will make you a big affiliate. Okay, but those can be the most important ones. Okay. First one, have attention to the detail. When you have a campaign, either you check it on the ad network, on the DSP, or on the tracker. Check all the details. Okay, the specific source, the specific device, the specific all the metrics that you need to analyze. Check everything. Okay, and if you check everything, you'll be sure to check all the gold mines, to find all the gold mines, and to optimize better. It's very important to check all the details. Okay. Next one, as I said before, don't be afraid to test. Okay, it's important to test new things, new types of offers, new traffic sources also. Okay, don't stick to always the same one. Okay, it's good for you to have the reference, as Joshua has pop ads. Some media buyers have a specific DSP, can be GoToMobi and ZeroPark, whatever. But it's very important for you to keep testing another traffic source. Okay, don't stick to the same one. Okay. Well, once again, keep in constant communication with the account manager. Very important. Actually, I think that well, I will speak about MobileID. We always try to be really reactive, really proactive with our affiliates. Okay, to try to give them like the relevant data they need, the relevant offers they need according to their activity, to their traffic source. Okay, but if you don't speak with your account manager, you won't receive some specific info that can be very important, crucial for your campaign and for your activity, for your media buy campaigns. Okay, and once again, try to be curious. Okay, go to forums, to be honest. Okay, go to STM is one of the best. Well, it's, to be honest, the best forum out there. Go to STM, check all the articles, all the comments. Okay, you have several good threads about everything in the affiliate marketing industry. It's very important for you to understand what's going on. Okay, what are the trends? What are the media buyers doing right now? If they are still doing a lot on sweeps, are they moving to cash on delivery? Are they doing more, I don't know, antivirus? And try to get lots of tips. Okay. And well, once again, try to be up to date with the industry trends and the best practices. Okay, it can be a new way to optimize, a new way to use Excel properly, a new ways to use information from volume or for funnel flux. Okay, but be curious about everything that is going on. Very important. Okay, you should not stick to only your campaigns. You know, you should have a broad vision of what's going on. Okay, try to speak also with other media buyers. Try to share knowledge. Okay, try to tell him what you do and what is working for you. He will give you back this information as well. Very important. Okay, so this was once again a very quick presentation about main mistakes that are being done by our media buyers. And I made them, our media buy team at Mobidea made them, okay? So it's very important for us to learn from our mistakes, okay? Every day we learn from our mistakes, okay?
Nice. Thank you so much, Nelson.
I try to be very, to try to not go, like, to speak too much, okay? Try to summarize, okay? Because then in the academy, I'm sure that the students, they will go to the academy to check, and well, they will get much more information. They can speak to our account managers to get much more information. We'll be glad to help them.
Fantastic. I really appreciate it. So for questions on this one, I'm going to just assign questions from the group here to you, and if there's any that are particular to Mobidea or to the beginner mistakes, I'll just assign them to you. And if you can answer them in text, that would be fantastic.
No problem.
And please reshare the presentation back to me, and I'll finish it off here and make our big announcements regarding bonuses coming up here.
Well, of course, let me try to do it. I think I did.
Perfect. Nice. Okay, so I believe I'm the presenter now. So let's pull up our presentation. We just have a few more things to cover. So basically, you know, you've seen what Joshua is doing, the kind of lifestyle he's living here, this financial freedom that you're able to achieve with affiliate marketing, this work-life balance, working on your own terms, just making good money. It's all an amazing opportunity. You get to master this new skill. So now we're at the part of the webinar where I get to ask you a question, which is, what if, you probably saw this coming, but what if you got to work with these amazing people, if you got to ask Josh questions daily via live chat, as well as 4 other amazing teaching assistants who we have, who are all experts in affiliate marketing, who've all been through all of this difficult stuff, who can help you get over the ad hosting and the server setup and the tracker setup and how to use Implexity to the best of its ability. Like, what if you could have all of these plus 6 weeks of super in-depth training from Zeno, the affiliate master himself? Well, you may know this, but you do have this exact opportunity, and the course starts tomorrow. The 6-week Affiliate Mastery Challenge, the flagship course from iStack Training, from STM Forum, is available starting tomorrow. This is a very special course that runs 3 or 4 times a year only. This will be the, I guess, the 3rd time that it's run this year. It's been updated. It's all fresh material. And it is ready to go starting tomorrow. 6 weeks of super in-depth training to leapfrog your affiliate marketing career. Now, if you think about what you're getting with this course, you're getting 6 weeks of cutting-edge step-by-step instructions from Zeno, not only on POPs, but also on AFLO, redirects, mobile display, and Facebook. At the very least, you could value that course at $2,000, at $19.97. Then you're getting the walkthroughs, the case studies, the offer recommendations, the beginner guides, diagrams, cheat sheets, all in our beautifully laid out platform, which we could do a tour of later if there's time. I'm going to go through this quickly, so there may not be this time, but that's $500. Then you get 8 weeks of chat support from 5 affiliate veterans and dedicated tech support as well to help you over the tricky parts. These people easily could be charging $1,000 an hour. I know some of them do in their private life charge $1,000 an hour in order to share this super valuable information. That's what we do at iStack Training, is we share information that earns money fairly quickly. That's the main, when you boil it down, that's really what we do. And these guys understand how to do this stuff. They love sharing in the format of this course. But outside of this course, they really could be charging $1,000 an hour. So let's just say at $4,000 for 6 weeks of 5 people's time, that's a very, very small estimate of what the value of that is. So the value of that would be $6,500, $6,496, but that's not what our course costs. Our course costs only, it doesn't cost $19.97, it costs about $3,000. It costs $2,000, $997. But you know, you have Zeno. He's giving these amazing classes. That's easily valued at $2,000. You've got the year of access. That's, you know, once you take this course, you have a full year of access to go through all the materials. as well as 2 months on the live Slack channel. We're busting out Slack for this one. We've used Rocket Chat in the past, but this time we've decided to go with the Cadillac of chat, which is Slack, the best interface there is for this kind of live support environment. The dedicated tech support, all of these affiliates could be charging $2,000 per session, but we're valuing it at $100 an hour, which is quite low for what these people are sharing. But that puts us at a value of $4,000. So if you add these things together, you're at $6,500, but that is not what we're charging here. But it would be worth it. If we were, you'd get this epic support, you'd launch your affiliate marketing career, a few good campaigns would have you earning well over $6,000, within 6 months, let's say. So, but we're not charging that, and we're also adding this incredible bonus, which is the industry edge, which is what we say. So very first, before you start anything, you're going to get direct contact with affiliate networks. You're going to get expedited approvals. And I know if you're just starting out an affiliate with affiliate marketing, it can be difficult to get into networks. It can be difficult to get approved, to get and especially to get a rep who's going to care about you necessarily right in the beginning. I know our affiliate networks that we work with do have great service, even if you're not in the course, but you get extra good service when you're in the 6-week AMC. You get a live Slack channel to be able to talk to different reps at that company. Each company provides multiple people who are going to contribute on the Slack channel and be able to talk to you and give you advice basically on how to run campaigns. So, but that's sort of something that you can't really quantify in terms of value, but there's a lot of stuff you can quantify in terms of value. And let's take a quick look at the student benefits that we've put together for this course. This is something we get asked about all the time, like what are the actual benefits? So let's just run through this here. So first of all, for Affiliate World Conferences, 30% off the cost of your ticket if you take this course. Amazing. You get free access to the 6-week AMC sub-forum as part of the STM forum. You get that for life once you've taken the course. You get 20% off of Facebook Mastery Live events. You get 20% off the Facebook Masterclass enrollment. You get early access to iStack training swag like these sweet hats, and I'll tell you we're making socks, so you might get a pair of socks. Then you come to the networks, and this is where a lot of the actual cash benefits come in. Aragon gives a $10 bonus for every $100 in affiliate revenue for the first 60 days. Affiliax gives $1,000 a month for your first 3 months, up to a $3,000 value. That's incredible. Aragorn, ooh, that's repeated there twice. But with ClickDealer, you get accelerated bi-monthly payments if you reach $1,500 in revenue, which can really help with cash flow. Then you go to the traffic sources where these guys are actually doing not bonuses, but like cash matching. ZeroPark gives a 1-to-2 matching on your first deposit up to a maximum of $500. GoToMobi gives credit when you deposit. It appears to be about a 25% bonuses up to a $750 value. Self-advertised, Propeller Ads, Ad Supply, all giving bonuses. Significant just cash in your pocket as soon as you sign up to their networks and deposit some cash. So if you're serious about testing these offers, you can make up the value of the course just by signing up to these networks, putting in some cash, and testing at each of these places. Then it comes to the tools, and you're never gonna get these tools as cheap as you can get them through the 6-week AMC. FunnelFlux has 60 free days of FunnelFlux licensing and then a lifetime discounted rate. Adplexity, the tool that was mentioned multiple times in this presentation, does just gives 65% off your first month and then 40% per life. So you can have these tools at a fraction of the cost that your competitors are going to be having at them who haven't gone through this course. And then you're also going to get full lessons on how to use these things to their absolute fullest from the people who built them. Other tools like Vulture, VPN, Commando, Opt-in Monster, and AdExposed each are giving huge discounts for their services. So basically, when you add up these numbers, you can potentially make up to almost $6,000, over $5,000 in bonuses just from taking this course. So our course that costs $2,997, you're getting that money back just in bonuses. Not to mention the relationships that you're getting with the affiliate networks, with the traffic sources you're getting built in. And these guys love working with 6-week AMC because they know that we're sending them affiliates that are going to have super expedited learning curves. That's why these people like to work with us. They're not doing this out of the goodness of their heart. They're doing this because they know that the 6-week AMC produces heavy hitter affiliates every single time it runs. So the question is that you? Is that something you want to be? And if you do, you should really look at taking the course because as I'm showing here, the value of just these bonuses that we're giving is over $5,000. So what bonuses exactly? I just showed you those bonuses. So basically, when you take the value of the course, the value of the walkthroughs and case studies, the value of the super undervalued chat support that you're getting with 5 affiliate veterans, and then the generously bonused $5,000 bonus one, you're looking at over $11,000 in total value for the course, which is quite incredible. But even if we were charging $11,000, this is, you know, you've heard of there are people who do different workshops, basically. People that charge $10,000 for a weekend of their time in order to learn some stuff. You're getting way better than that. You're getting 6 weeks of in-depth information and direct support from industry experts. We could charge $11,000 for it. I'm confident that we would sell this course out if we were charging $11,000. Because you could easily, that's a small investment in what an affiliate marketing career, a successful affiliate marketing career looks like. Josh is producing high 6 figures with his brother from the jungles of Thailand here, and that could be you, and $11,000 is a drop in the bucket of an affiliate marketing career that this basic course will launch you on. But we're not charging that. We are not charging $11,000. And now I want to make a special announcement regarding the acceleration modules. Previously, we offered acceleration modules as just part of the course. We're changing our model with acceleration modules, which is why we haven't offered them on this course to this point. But these are amazing little modules that we make with other industry experts who create amazing little courses they're very self-contained on how to do specific things within the industry. We decided not to offer them for this course, but we're changing our mind. On October 15th, we're launching our new portal, which will feature access to our full courses, as well as the ability to buy on demand all of the 9 or 10 different acceleration modules that we've done so far. And when we launch that course on October 15th, every single person who takes the 6-week AMC, this X6, this 6th version, will get to select 3 of the acceleration modules that they want to take. So you can take Hugh Carman's How to Automate POPs, affiliate automation via POPs. You can take his new one that he's done for Facebook. You could take FB Queen's CPA course. You could take Ezra Firestone's e-commerce course. Basically, all of these people have put together these amazing courses. James Van Elswyk is producing an amazing course for us on really how to test. He has this testing methodology that saved his company millions of dollars. How to test for the littlest to get the most amount of information in the smallest amount of cost. Hugely valuable course he's creating. Drew Eric Whitman, superstar copywriter, has created 2 different courses for the affiliate for iStack training. One of them is based specifically on Facebook ad copy, and the other is more of a general introduction to copywriting course, how to write like $1,000 an hour copywriting pro. All of these courses are amazing. Paul Jayapal, a friend of mine, is a huge super affiliate who is teaching a lesson on how to do ad spying, next level ad spying, how to combine multiple tools, and how not to just use sort of surface levels of ad spying, but how to really dig in and find the information that can help you create successful campaigns. Tom Claflin has a 1-hour native course. It shows you exactly how he took a campaign from 0 to break even, spending $1,000 a day basically, and he became vastly profitable after that in as little as 1 hour a day. So he's shown exactly how to do this. Yeah, so you can basically access any 3 of these modules on our platform for free when you take the 6-week AMC. These courses are going to sell for between $300 and $100. So let's say the value of 3 of these is $600. So that's just another added bonus you're getting when you take the 6-week AMC. And that puts the value, when you combine the teachings, the case studies, the live Slack support with experts, the industry edge of all the credits and free trials, as well as 3 bonuses from this new platform, that puts the value at over $12,000, which is just absolutely incredible. And if you were to master any of the skills in the course, POPs, mobile display, Facebook, redirects, or if you were to jump on and learn some native with Tom Claflin, or learn Facebook ads with FB Queen, or Muhammad Ali Agel for e-commerce, or Ezra Firestone for e-commerce. Any one of these skills could make you millions in a lifetime if you apply them correctly, and so therefore a $12,000 investment in this course would be a no-brainer. You could still do it with no issue, but we're not charging $12,000. We will not. We are only charging $3,000, $2,997 for all of this amazing stuff. And it's available right now. And for anyone that buys on this webinar, if you've already bought, let me know, because you're still eligible as long as you bought during this webinar. we're giving away 5 passes to your choice. We have 5 passes to go for people that buy right now over the next, let's say, over the next day until the course starts. If you can prove that if you show that you were on the webinar and that you heard this, we're giving away 5 free passes to Affiliate World Asia and 5 free passes to Facebook Mastery Live Asia. So that's 10 in total. And the first person who buys gets 1 of each. Just decided that right now. The first person who buys, the first time I see my phone blow up with a PayPal notification here or a Stripe notification, which you can use either of those, the first person to buy starting now gets a ticket to both of these events, which are each going to be worth, by the time these events happen, each of these tickets are going to be worth over $1,000. Right now you can get them both for, I think, around $450 a piece, but by the end of it they'll each be worth $1,000, and we're giving away 10 passes for free. 5 Affiliate World Asia and 5 Facebook Mastery Live Asia. These events are amazing, so we really hope some people can come on and take advantage of this amazing deal. So go to 6weekamc.com right now. So we just go up here. It's pretty easy. Let's see if I just go to 6WAMC. Just go here. You can watch the little video if you want, or you can just hit register now. You can fill out some basic information about yourself, and then create your account, and then you're good to go. You'll be ready to start with us tomorrow on the ultimate walkthrough to affiliate marketing. But before you do that, I want you to check yourself. Here's basically what you need to look at if you want to join this course. Oh, we got someone on board here. Who's this? We got Jonathan Rizzolo has made his first purchase of the 6-week AMC. Jonathan, you will be going to both Affiliate World Asia and Facebook Mastery Live, courtesy of iStack Training. I can't wait to meet you there. That's going to be super exciting. But so keep going here. So the next person gets either, you can contact us directly, and the next person gets either an AWA or a Facebook Mastery Live, your choice. So check yourself here. Oh, Kevin Rodriguez, boom. Just let us know what you want, and you are going to be getting one of these as well. Oh, my Stripe is blowing up. This is the part of webinars that just keeps me coming back for more. It's so fun. So keep it going. If we burn through these, I'm authorized to do another 5 passes on each. I can go up to 10 passes on Affiliate World Asia and 10 passes on Facebook Mastery Live. So if you guys keep coming with these purchases, we are going to just keep coming with the free passes to these amazing events in Bangkok, which I don't know if you've been to Bangkok. Josh lives in Bangkok. I lived in Bangkok after university, and it is an extremely magical place for me, and these events are going to be so fun. I can't wait to meet you all there. So that's back to the reality check here. This is what you need to check if you're going to join this course. Do you have at least 2 hours a day to devote to learning Zeno's methods and to putting them into practice? That's what you need at least 2 hours a day to be able to go. The material is going to take you less than an hour to cover. And especially, I like to listen to all training material that I go through on 2 times or 1.5 times. So you can actually get through the material pretty quickly. But then when it comes to actually taking action, you need at least 2 hours a day to put them into practice. Do you have at least $2,000 in test funds? For POPs, $2,000 is a lot. You can probably get by with only $1,000 if you're just going to run POPs. But if you're taking this course, if you're investing in this course, you want to be able to test into all of the things that we talk about. You want to be able to test into redirects, and you probably want to still do a little bit of testing into mobile displays, so people are still making that work. Or you want to be able to scale your campaigns from POPs to other traffic sources when you find something that works. So you need to have these test funds ready to go. If you don't have funds to do testing, there's no point in investing in the course because you're not going to be able to take action. Do you have the drive and motivation to learn the skill of affiliate media buying? Are you self-directed? Are you someone that needs to be spoon-fed things to happen? Or are you someone that's going to take initiative and go out there and really drive yourself to do this stuff? Are you ready to take action to massively improve your chances of finding life-changing affiliate success? Taking action is the key there. You need to be able to just throw yourself into these situations with the right guidance that our course provides and basically take the action to buy this media. Are you ready to do that? If you can answer those 4 questions, then you should be hitting buy right now and joining us in Bangkok, joining us on the 6-week AMC coming up right now, taking advantage of all these amazing bonuses that we've worked out with all of our amazing vendors here. So I hope to see you there. So this is something that we do have a money back guarantee, and we have some, we every course we have a couple people who talk to us about this, and it really is a very special situation where people earn this money back guarantee, because there's a lot of things you need to do in order to take this course. You have to take this course seriously. You have to reach out to TAs. We have to be able to show that you've reached out to TAs and asked for support. If you can show us that you have participated in the AMC chat and reached out to even just your other masterminding groups, this other cohort of students that you're taking this class with, if you've registered to the 3 affiliate networks and you've actually tested and invested some money in running these campaigns on different traffic sources, if you go through at least 75% of the videos and you honestly can say to us that you didn't think you got value from this course, there is a money back guarantee. So it's again, we are so confident in the value that we're putting out with this course, and the feedback we get from 99% of the people who take it is so great that that we're confident that we can offer this. As long as you give this course a real shot, and if it ends up being not what you wanted, or if it ends up being you know, really not for you, but you've really put some work in, then a money back is something that we can look at. But we're really confident that that's not going to be an issue because of, again, all the amazing feedback we've had from this course. This is student profitability results from some of our past runs where students had shown that they did have some profitability. They had they were closer to profit than ever before after taking this course. They had stopped losing money essentially, or stopped losing money stupidly anyway, which is definitely a big part of taking this course. So basically, like, if you were offering just the video lessons, this would still be valuable, but then you have all this other stuff, not to mention the $5,000 in bonuses that you get just from taking the course. It's kind of a no-brainer. So go to 6weekamc.com right now, $2,997. This is from so the next 10 registrations, we're still giving away passes to Affiliate World Asia or Facebook Mastery Live. We're going to do 10 in total. We're going to do 5 from 6 Week AMC and 5 from FBML. Unless we exceed that in the sales in the next little bit and you've been on the webinar, we will extend that to 10 of each. So it's a really great opportunity right now to check it out. Here's some shots from previous Affiliate World Asias. You can see young Zeno there. That must have been from a couple years ago because he's much older looking now. He's been through the ringer. But you know, the community that you get when you join these, when you come to these events, is a whole other aspect that we don't even talk about that much. But the community that comes together, that forms around our live events, is just so fun. We go out for drinks, we go have crazy adventures in Bangkok. What happens in Bangkok stays in Bangkok is something that you hear people say. It's for real, because affiliates like to have a fun time, and when we get together, sometimes there's trouble. It just happens. But it's just really great. I love this picture because it shows sort of the core members of the STM community. It shows the 4 founders, the 3 founders along the bottom. Chris isn't in this one, but then you've got Vortex in this picture. You've got Hugh, who's done acceleration modules for us. You've got Holy Ghost, Tom. You've got all these people, and it's like when we all get together, good times happen, and you can be part of this community as well. It's awesome. So this is basically we're ready to sign off here. Course starts October 2nd. We want you to jump in and take advantage of this. I'm gonna just basically play this quick. This is, you know, you've probably seen this, but this is a really great little piece of editing that we put together that just shows some really happy students who took the course. It tells you really what this course is about. It really tells you you know, the essence of what we're doing here and whether or not you should consider it. So check it out.
So is it worth it? You know, a lot of you guys might be asking yourself that question.
I've spent a lot of money before now in affiliate marketing, trying to learn it the hard way.
I was good at affiliate marketing a long time ago, and I wanted to use the course just to have a kind of a recap and get back into what the latest things are in the affiliate world. And I must admit, it was one of the best courses I've been on. I just totally took off, like, once Zeno showed me some of the useful tools that he really need.
He does an amazing job at starting you from arbitrage to path traffic to mobile and onto the beast, which is Facebook.
This course held me in a position where I can be successful
affiliates marketer.
We stopped learning the hard way and we stopped bleeding money. That right by itself makes this course worth it for me.
I would highly recommend this course. It will show you the reality of internet marketing, which a lot of online gurus just do not do.
I recommend the course, guys, really. If you can afford it, then do it.
It's one of the best investments I ever made.
Yeah, fully recommend it. Go for it. What are you waiting for?
Sounds like I was having some issues with my screen sharing there, but if you want to check out that last testimonial reel of happy people who took the course, you can go to youtube.com/iStackTraining and take a look at some of the content that we've put there. You want to go to 6weekamc.com to purchase this course. This has been a really great webinar. We ran quite a bit longer than I anticipated. That happens when you've got so much good content here. I want to thank Josh and Nelson so much for coming by today. They gave so much value here. That I'm really blown away. I can't wait to work with Josh on this course. And Nelson, I'm sure, will be available in the chat as well. But Josh is going to be a super valuable asset to anyone who takes this course, along with the other 4 TAs, as well as Zeno, who gives these amazing lessons. So as we say, we don't know when we're running this course again. This is a cohort-based course that we run on very specific timelines. There's a reason that we keep it as a cohort. We really like the ability to create these little micro communities of 100 people who kind of all go through this at the same time, who lean on each other. They end up forming mastermind groups. Some of them end up forming businesses together. And we really like to keep this sort of like community environment happening when we run this course. So that, therefore, we only run it at specific times of the year. We haven't set the time for when we're running this again. It will be sometime in 2008. We'll definitely be running this again. But if you want to take it now, this is your best ever opportunity to do so. We have some of the best bonuses we've ever had in place. We have this amazing opportunity for you to select exactly which acceleration modules you want to take, which I think is even better than when we included all 5 of them last time. This way, you're getting to hand select the ones that are most relevant to you. You get to access them on our brand new platform, which will be available at courses.istacktraining.com. Yeah, so I want to thank everyone for coming today. Really appreciate it. We'll try to go through all these questions and make sure they're all answered. And then you can reach out to us on iStackTraining.com. Go to iStackTraining.com and hit up the intercom widget, and we're standing by to answer any questions you may have. There are still, I'll have to look, but there are still definitely some courses left. There's still definitely some tickets to FBML and AWA left, so make sure you take advantage of those throughout the day. Sales will be closing tomorrow on the 1st when we start this course. We want to make sure everyone gets in there, and so don't wait. If you're going to join this course, do it soon. Tickets are selling out quickly. And again, thanks so much, everyone. We'll share this webinar. Make sure to share it with any friends you think might really like it. The stuff that Josh gave, you're going to want to go over that again and again because there's just so much value in what he presented. And that is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to what you're going to get in the course. So thanks again, everyone. We'll see you later.